The sun dipped below the horizon as I stood on the deck of my dream house, a quaint waterfront property that offered solace and a sense of tranquility. The rippling canal mirrored the fading light, creating a picturesque scene that felt like the beginning of a blissful chapter. Little did I know, the pages of my newfound happiness were about to be stained with the ink of fear and uncertainty. It started innocently, a mere glimpse across the canal at the house that stood like a shadow in the evening haze. The silhouette of a figure watching from behind the curtains sent shivers down my spine. Nights passed, and the feeling of being observed grew stronger. The mysterious neighbor never ventured out, only casting an unrelenting gaze across the water. Unease settled in my chest like an unwelcome guest, and I found myself constantly drawn to the enigmatic house that harbored secrets I couldn't fathom. Then came the night when the quiet whispers of unease erupted into a crescendo of terror. A deafening crash shattered the stillness, and I rushed to the living room to find a brick lying amid shards of glass. Panic surged as I glimpsed a fleeting figure across the canal, disappearing into the shadows. The police arrived promptly, their expressions turning grim as they inspected the vandalized window. A simple question lingered in the air. Who was this relentless intruder, and what did they want? The officers with furrowed brows disclosed a revelation that chilled my bones. The house across the canal had been foreclosed and vacant for months. Determined to uncover the truth, I ventured into the vacant property, its desolation echoing with the memories of a forgotten past. Dust danced in the air as I moved cautiously through the silent rooms, each step amplifying the weight of the unknown. The air grew colder, and an unsettling feeling settled upon my shoulders. In a dimly lit room, a chilling discovery awaited me. An old photograph, torn and stained, revealing the face of a man who mirrored the silhouette across the canal. The revelation sent a shockwave through my senses. The intruder was a ghost from a forgotten time, seeking solace in the home they once knew. As I stood frozen, the house seemed to come alive with a symphony of unexpected noises. Whispers echoed through the walls, shadows danced in twisted patterns, and the air vibrated with an otherworldly energy. Panic gripped me, and I stumbled out of the vacant house, leaving the mysteries of the past to rest in their haunted sanctuary. In the pursuit of a dream home, be vigilant of the shadows that dance across the waters. Sometimes the tranquility of a picturesque setting masks the darkness that lurks within. Trust your instincts, for the safety of home can be an illusion shattered by the echoes of the past. Remember, not all dreams are devoid of nightmares, and the house you long for might house secrets waiting to be unearthed. It was a quaint waterfront property I had recently acquired, a peaceful haven far removed from the bustling city life. The house sat on the edge of a serene canal, its waters reflecting the shimmering moonlight every night. Initially, it felt like a dream come true, a retreat from the chaos of urban existence. Little did I know that my dream would soon morph into a nightmare. The eerie series of events began innocuously enough. I'd often find myself sitting on the porch, gazing across the tranquil canal at the rows of houses lining the opposite shore. One particular house always caught my eye, an old, decrepit structure with boarded-up windows and an air of desolation. A for-sale sign suggested the place had been abandoned for quite some time, but there was something unsettling about it. Every night, as the moon hung low in the sky, I'd catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure behind the tattered curtains of that forsaken house, a silhouette that seemed to be watching me. It was subtle at first, easily dismissed as a figment of my imagination, but as the days passed, the feeling of being observed intensified. One moonlit night, curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to investigate. Armed with a flashlight, I navigated the canal's edge, making my way to the abandoned property. The air was thick with an unsettling stillness, broken only by the distant hooting of an owl. As I approached, the outline of the figure became clearer, and dread clutched at my chest. The figure was indeed watching me, standing behind the shattered remains of a window. But there was no one there. My heart raced as I stumbled backward, realizing the gravity of the situation. I sprinted back to my house, the echo of phantom footsteps seeming to pursue me through the night. That unsettling feeling of being watched lingered, permeating my very existence. The following day I called the police, recounting the bizarre events. They assured me they would investigate, but the unease in their eyes hinted that they deemed it a trivial matter. The officer recommended installing security cameras to ease my paranoia. Reluctantly, I followed his advice, setting up cameras that covered every inch of my property. Nights passed without incident, but the ever-present feeling of scrutiny refused to wane. Sleep became a distant luxury as the enigma unfolded. Then, one stormy night, the tranquility of my waterfront residence was shattered. A deafening crash jolted me awake. Rushing downstairs, I discovered a shattered window, a brick lying menacingly on the living room floor. Panic set in, and I immediately contacted the police. Their investigation unearthed a chilling revelation. The abandoned house across the canal was not as vacant as it seemed. It had been foreclosed years ago, but someone had been living there in the shadows. The police speculated that my mysterious stalker had been squatting in the decaying structure, eluding their notice until now. As the officers combed through the forsaken house, they found signs of an unsettling existence: a makeshift bed, remnants of meager meals, and a collection of newspaper clippings, all featuring me. The extent of the violation left me paralyzed with fear. The intruder had been observing my every move, studying my routines, becoming an unseen phantom in the backdrop of my life. The revelation sent shivers down my spine, realizing the breach of my privacy was far more intimate than I had ever imagined. The police assured me that the squatter had been apprehended, but the damage had been done. Sleepless nights turned into haunted days, the waterfront that once felt like paradise now tainted by the residue of fear. The image of the intruder's silhouette haunted my dreams, a specter that refused to fade. In the aftermath, I sought solace in the advice of friends and family, desperately attempting to rebuild the semblance of a normal life. The echoes of that haunting experience lingered, a constant reminder of the fragility of security. So, to those who may chance upon this tale, I implore you to trust your instincts. In the tranquility of your haven, never dismiss the subtle signs of intrusion. Install those security measures, remain vigilant, and be wary of the shadows that may harbor unseen eyes. The nightmare I endured serves as a chilling reminder, a cautionary tale to safeguard the sanctuary of your home, for in the quietest moments, the most sinister truths may lurk. I moved into my new house with excitement bubbling in my chest. Nestled along the canal, it promised tranquility and a view to die for. The calm water mirrored the sky, creating a serene reflection of my dreams. Little did I know, the shadows lurking across the canal were harboring secrets that would soon shatter my peace. The first week was idyllic, with the sun setting in hues of orange and pink, casting a warm glow on my humble abode. It wasn't until the second week that I noticed the peculiar happenings across the water. Each night, dim lights flickered in the neighboring house. At first, I dismissed it as a trick of the eye, perhaps a caretaker checking on the place. But as days passed, the lights became more persistent, like ghostly apparitions dancing in the darkness. One evening, as I sipped my coffee on the porch, I heard whispers carried by the wind. Faint, indiscernible words like secrets being shared in hushed tones. I strained my ears, trying to make sense of the eerie symphony, but it eluded my understanding. The tension escalated when I glimpsed a figure through the window of the vacant house. A silhouette against the dim glow of a single lamp, moving in unnatural ways. My heart raced as I tried to dismiss it as a play of shadows, but deep down, I knew something was amiss. One night, unable to endure the mystery any longer, I decided to investigate. The air was thick with anticipation as I approached the house. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. I cautiously stepped onto the porch and peeked through the dusty window. Empty rooms greeted me, bathed in pale moonlight. But the whispers persisted, now forming coherent sentences that sent shivers down my spine. "Leave before it's too late, Tori," they murmured, a warning that hung heavy in the air. My breath caught when I discovered a broken window on the side of the house. A brick lay on the floor, a sinister invitation into the shadows. Fear gnawed at me, but curiosity propelled me forward. With trembling hands, I pushed the creaking door open. The air inside was stale, carrying the weight of abandonment. As I explored the silent halls, the whispers grew louder, guiding me like an unseen force. The rooms told a tale of foreclosed dreams and shattered lives. But the source of the whispers remained elusive. In the dim light, I stumbled upon a locked door at the end of the hallway. The whispers intensified, urging me to unlock the secrets within. Bracing myself, I turned the key, and the door swung open. The room was a shrine of the past, adorned with faded photographs and memories trapped in time. In the center stood a dusty mirror, reflecting a face that wasn't mine. The whispers united in a chilling chorus, revealing the truth that had eluded me. The figure across the canal wasn't a trespasser. It was a reflection of my own darkness, an echo of the foreclosure that haunted the house. The whispers were the collective sighs of lost souls, warning me of the fate that awaited if I chose to stay. As I fled the house, the whispers followed, echoing in my mind. With each step, the shadows clung to my heels, a reminder of the thin line between reality and the supernatural. The canal, once a source of solace, now mirrored the darkness within me. The police arrived, finding nothing but an empty house and shattered illusions. They dismissed my tale as a product of an overactive imagination. But I couldn't shake the feeling that the shadows once confined to the vacant house had found a new home in my soul. Now as I sit on my porch, haunted by the echoes of that fateful night, I share this tale as a cautionary whisper across the canal. Sometimes the shadows we fear are the ones we cast ourselves. Listen closely, for the whispers may be warning you of the foreclosure of your own dreams. Dear listener, heed the whispers of your intuition. In the pursuit of dreams, be mindful of the shadows you may cast. The line between reality and the supernatural is thinner than you think. Before you settle into the comfort of your new home, listen closely to the echoes of the past. Sometimes, the most terrifying tales are the ones we tell ourselves.